No one's had their hands on the concept more than France and l'Allemagne. I'm talking Deleuze and lasagna. I mean Lyotard, the postmodern. I'm talking that theory of Sartre and de Beauvoir, man. And Derrida, we cannot forget him, Habermas, and Kant and them, Locke and Hume, and Socrates. These were men of the concept as we understand it because of the Greeks. And there's glory in knowing the contours of more than a complex concept or two. You should bone up on Badiou and grow a long beard till no one thought you were clear in the words you want them to hear, just so you can mock their confusion. There's gold in communism. Zizek controlled Lacan for millions, though not without the indifference of, well, a lot of women and the poets who follow literature. Not the solipsists lost in the halls of themselves, nor the cautious Robert Lowell's. Rather waterfalling, these long-haired modernists Allen and Lawrence watch as they howl and puff. The pot flower drawn thus, the Comic Sans font above. This Apocalypse Now montage, upon the wall upon us. The folly of our laws. All our concepts of a gossamer cobweb polymer overtop our politics. As moss upon a branch, dissolving as gases wherever the Molotov lands. It's no longer Kansas, it's fascism. The concept advancing with comedy in tandem. We all love to see that Nazi laughter, throwing a body to the alligators. No concept is free, you have to pay, sir. No concept is freer than black labor. Africa, the motherland, laughing through another Avengers tracks today. Here's a little story. Here's another mini narrative I had to spin. A cop was out jogging with his Walkman. My raps reached out of the track and smacked him. My concepts throttling the jogger dead. You can't read Gaddis, that's what happens. And you can't cancel the artist for what Andrew Mbaruk's raps do to his audience. That'd be like asking the concept of death to stop being so big-headed. I'm sorry, you resent the text in its glittery letters, the talk of the cemetery, where concepts collect and are buried as burning the text of Beckett's Murphy. Your endgame's uncertainty, the revelation won't occur upon a screen. What vacant urns concepts seemed, words we all policed, served on sheets to the word lore aesthetes, obsolete. Though it be human to speak beneath a moon still unused to being needed. Guitar solos don't have to be exquisite. Just need something kinda groovy, kinda vivid. Dig it. sick, looming lethal limbed 9 musics. Zeus and evil pimp, I wrote the rhymes in this track on my phone along commercial drive and walking back home from the weed store with gummies and joints in order to record another track for the poets. My concept album, and ugly as horror films, bodily rash, unattractively florid, longer than Gaddis's, rubbed rabid tones, lost in the past, yuck, come back home. Yo, I said I'm making a concept album. You said about what? I explained it's got all of them conflated as the ball of yarn wound together as the concepts of a concept are, and how I was following the star of conceptuality, perennial light of the idea unbent by gravity, its levity blacker than the deep-sea explorations of Stockton Rush, speech so strange I may spontaneously combust as if I'd used the wrong materials to insulate the home studio. Behold, my UFO identifies as the shoe neverly meant for the skies you'd slip through and fall into space, non-human, as the concept of hate. Groggy on the drugs, walking under the moon. God was never loved, that concept was us, it's in you, not the river, nor the moon, it's concepts within the blood of humans. Groggy on the drugs, walking under the moon. God was never loved, that concept was us, it's in you, not the river, nor the moon, it's concepts within the blood of humans. The metal capsule, his dream launched up into space, licking the concept, sealed with a long, passionate kiss. The little-known planet bluely lost in a black abyss, dripping through the crack as the glue they'd block the crack with as you'd relax and use H, that strong black heroin, deaf to the jams Andrew'd made and talking smack as if he were too abstract to make a concept album. That Herman dude, a jazz man taking his rocket to a Saturn of perfumed laughter cascading down the mountain, subsuming the passé towns in volcanic death. The magistrate bowing to the powers that bent. If you'd made no comment, how should we relent? Supine on the shore as the whale we'd confused, driving over his tail beneath the moon dinosaurian. The wasteland reviews supine on the floor of a narrow canoe, ripped from the news, these slippery new beings. It's simpler to convene around Dickinson and Keats, who nails down his concepts with a strange sounding nonsense. Is it safe to walk the plank? I'm on the fence, creatively walking its length. By God's grace, who made the concept of space-time? Max Planck. Too often Drake rhymed in blackface, more Scottish than Jamaican, like having slaves and colonizing Jamaica, his wine Jackson tricks. Sits Drake by the Latin syntax of Toronto, lazing by the Lac or Lake Ontario. An oratorio more total than Wagner, yet moreover controlled by the one concept, the thing that'll be alright. Long after we've all died, groggy on the drugs, walking under the moon. God was never loved, that concept was us, it's in you, not the river nor the moon, it's concepts within the blood of humans. Groggy on the drugs, walking under the moon. God was never loved, that concept was us, it's in you, not the river nor the moon, it's concepts within the blood of humans. It's concepts within the blood of humans. Tickling his fancy footwork, gigglingly dancing as we look at art. Paintings by Kandinsky, unreal, in an imaginary color field. These percepts were locked in as the words within their concepts. What's going on? As Marvin Gaye were just bursting as bubbles upon the waves. To those architects of white music, their dark side of the moonlit werewolves of London, I've never ever heard that song by Warren G, regulated behind the boards uncredited? Maybe his engineer jadedly texting with AZ Chike of GNX fame, his work not quite conceptually astray as the lemurs who slept beneath the day, their energy drained through whatever it is they do. Foraging as elves in the kitchen. This is a concept album about conceptuality. An album about the making of an album about the concept of concepts. This track is called Conceptual Healing. Torn from my magazine, these forms I'd had to hold, organizing the manifold, deforming the facts unfolding as corners of the jagged ocean, faster than you could ever know them, more like rap than like a poem, as the war in Iran unknown, yet you were waiting for historians to stand over it and bore us with the stats they'd throw at us. Is your album this focused? Its concept dangled before us as the model you'd had to follow through London and back to the brothel to come. Your future passion bottled for later, thy body entertainment was AI, artificial insemination. The concepts you played with, incautiously naked and sweating, on the plane to heaven, falling as Satan through the welkin, awaker conceptually than Drake or Kendrick even. You were smoking my thought Heidegger, and when I said foremost fuck the concept of being, Atman and Brahman, the pot you were breathing, whether Islamically Eastern or Bantu, the concept of being has value only to cretinous academia. I laughed and breathed a puff, fuck Aristotelian substance, and the flux of Heraclitus. Who gives a fuck about an eidos? Nor do we believe in the one and the many dichotomy, nor their dumb episteme. You stopped me. The what of Baudrillard's simulacra? I replied, what of his simulacra? Fuck the ancient Greek and German roots, deep within their words for truth. Now I raised my speech as birds above the roofs of Canadian cities searching for food. We praise belief and curse the cruder pages we could learn from too, You know I'm better than Drake. Fuck the logos, fuck an epoche. Fuck Dharma, fuck Nirvana, fuck Zen and Mbaruk now, produced from a pocket his pen conducting. Fuck Sartre and existentialism, fuck incredulity toward meta-narratives and meta-narratives, and the sub-narrative trend, that undulating netherworld of the unconscious. Fuck the res cogitans. Mbaruk now plucked from his pocket a map, fuck all these imaginary lines, man, touching the map with these vagina hands. And fuck the world above all, I guess, the world that might be the worst, most concept. And fuck all theories of embodiment, thrusting deep into a thought more perceptual than the concept, this logo-textual misologist. Do I really need these builders? Hook the AI to a 3D printer. Hook the AI to a 3D printer. Build the robots to build the robots to build the robots to 3D print the future. 3D print the future, that's right. Fuck the concept of human worth. Free Palestine. Exposing Steve Jobs in a lecture posted as Aesop on Reddit, wherein his speech was called Redolent of Poetry from the 1970s. Yo, and we thought these lines was empty as all these products he wanted to sell at first.
Holy Jesus, it's hotter than hell on
The poet, reading Marx and Engels, cocaine-free since October, November, though maybe it's
me and not the weather.
From the waves of the sea he got his essence, the poet mailing his dreams to small presses, to poets jailed from the T-Dot to Israel. As Baudelaire he screams and whispers all the air he breathes into literature in solidarity with prisoners.
Oh, if Jesus were alive, fuck, he'd wanna legalize all drugs. He'd believe no lies out of Trump's beneath the mind mouth, speaking like a dunce.
Yeah, me no how does you rap good. These poets boldly Margaret Atwood with the snow-filled natural imagery, or rather stone angelic womanly as Lawrence rapped, more eloquently boring perhaps to men who don't read, practicing instead telepathy and guessing what's in these leather-bound pages beneath the underground, the railroads rumblings around the slaveholders' world, dumbfoundedly raging over it, so over it. No bitterness among the whites, the poet licking glee-tongued as Midas and turning your lover to a shiny statue. No one lighter on their Uggs in rhyme than Andrew. Must we define praxis before we do it?
Oh, if Malcolm lived again, he'd probably stand with the natives and the Palestinian nation. African is breaking your fast with eggs and bacon. Concept album.
That's next. Mbaruk, Satan, Carmen, Hydrangea, Flower, braided out, confusion, deja vu.
Concept album.
Deja vu. You already know this if you've not been perverted by the office of perversion in the frock of a clergy person. You know they want us. Kill off Nerdberg's decision sartorial amid the park's chorus, feeding all the birds till the bird starver stops. Partiers falling, complicitly watching as if the cops were risen honester with better posture than the Hellenic scholar. Bent as an omega over the heretic letters of poem and read against gold heteroconceptual. The text from before you presciently worrying, receiving, boarding glee. These words in the form of a people occurring more frequently than German or Swahili's terse or teasingly perfect for secrecy, wordless porno sequences, World War III, tragic. These works born not but of blackness. Subsumed in the concept as humans with the lava swept into a hotter death than you could have thought with your wispy gossamer concept philosopher.
Concept album. 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 Concept. 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 Concept album. Concept album. Concept. 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 Concept album. 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 Concept album.
Concept album. Concept album. Concept album. Concept album. Concept album. Concept album. Concept album. Concept album. Concept album. Concept album. Concept album. Concept album. Concept album. Concept album. Concept album. Concept album. Concept album. Concept album. Concept album. Concept album. Concept album. Concept album. Concept album. Concept album. Concept album. Concept album. Concept. 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 Concept album. 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 Concept